The Alpha 19 or Whitley might be the best EDC backpack out there. All right, everybody, welcome to MF and Research. This is Lamar, and it's time, like I said, to review the Alpha 19 or Whitley backpack. I've had it for about a month, so I've had enough time to give some good thoughts on it. So if you were here for the Gear Hunters video, I'm just gonna go over the specs real quick. It's a clamshell opening. It's got a suspended laptop compartment. It's got a tablet sleeve. It's 20 liters. It comes in between $179 and $199. It has everything from 500D Cordura, X-Pack, 1050D Cordura, and mine, the Multicam Black and 500D. It's got a high-vis interior, 2 water bottle pockets, quick access to the laptop compartment that's actually in the main compartment. It's got a fidlock sternum strap. It's 3¼ pounds. Number 8 YKK zippers on the admin panel, number 10 on the main compartment. So now that I've taken you through the features, let's talk about what I liked and didn't like along the way. Let's get into it. Before we begin, let me just get this out the way. This is not a travel bag. It's probably an overnight bag at best, but you're probably best used for a commuter backpack, a work backpack, or EDC backpack, or just your daily essentials backpack. It's not really designed for anything more than that, but it's still perfect for what it is. So now let's start in the main compartment. As I said, you've got the quick access to the laptop sleeve. So if you don't want to open the thing up just to get to your laptop, you can do that. However, we're just gonna open this bad boy up and look inside. Like I said, I was looking for that bright orange high-vis interior and it didn't let me down. It's fantastic. You can see everything in there perfectly and it just pops. Even my daughter said she liked it. So everything that I need for a day, a couple meetings I've taken it to, I've taken it on a couple other places, taken it on a trip, I've taken it to a day at the museum with my kids. It held up perfectly in all of those situations. Held everything I needed, no problems, with room to spare. On the inside too, before we go on to the next piece, it does have a mesh compartment and it does have another compartment that's sealed off that has that same interior material. All right, now we're gonna go into the main compartment. So in here, a few times I've taken my Chromebook with me. I'll put the cables in there, an HDMI cable to connect to a TV or a charging cable to power it up. That usually goes in here. In this part up here, put that in frame so you can see it, my grab and go pouch. Like I said before, it just stays stuffed in here. So I just stuff it in there. It's a bit of a tight fit when full, but it fits. And then I just keep my wallet. Got my Drew Estate wallet that I just keep in there. So those two things go in there and that's about it. Kind of acts as a secondary quick access pocket. So I just throw those in there. Bang. So on this side, I've got it packed out pretty light today. Like I said, I usually have this stuff and I'll either have my Chromebook back here in the main compartment or I'll have the Mac Mini with a portable monitor in this spot and they both fit. So unless you have a really huge laptop, most of your MacBooks, a big tablet, all of that'll fit in here, no problem, or right there. It fits snug, like it's not gonna fit, but this elastic on the side gives you a little ground to get it in there. I've got my extended EDC kit that goes in here. You've seen that in the video before. If not, I'll link that video too. So take a look at what's in here. I've got my gimbal in here for right now. I've got change of clothes for my son. That sits in there. I can take some of that out, but this is what we have just in case. It just moves from bag to bag and it's been in there for a little while. Not to use that is a good thing. Other than that, what I've had in here is I've had snacks, I've had toys, I've had things when I travel. I put a second water bottle in here once or twice. So there's still plenty of space. And even with this stuff in here, there's still enough space in here for a laptop, a mouse, and whatever else you need to get through your day. And I didn't show it to you before, but here is the quick access pocket. And I'm not gonna, it's right there, just zips up top, and you just get that access just like that. So before we get into the next parts of the bag, let's look at the quick access panel. It's not on the top like I would have liked, but because it's on the front and it's so deep, it doesn't cause any problems for me. I can put everything I need in there. I can put my hub pouch in there. I can put my cell phone in there. So now in the front, in this front quick access panel, which you've seen how deep this thing is, I've got a few things in here. So let's get in here. So I've got these Velcro ties. Use those for cables, stitch them together for other things. Got my sunglasses in here, just a cheap pair of sunglasses. Got a bandana in here for different reasons. And then I think I've got my Black Panther microfiber cloth, and I've got this Black Panther patch that I have. I've got to get this put on here. I'm gonna put it like somewhere around there or something like that. So I'm gonna do that in a few days, but I keep it in here just to remind me that I have it. And I think that's it in here. Oh, some breath mints, that's it. Before we get into the admin panel, which I think is the star of the show, let's look at the exterior and cover that. So the first thing you'll notice is it does attract lint a little bit, but a lot of material like this does. It's a little more than any of my airbags, but it's still not a big deal. Quick brush off, it'll be fine. Doesn't really hurt the bag or anything. So as I was concerned in the Gear Hunters video, the water bottle pockets are tight. I mean, there's really no way around that. My 40-ounce water bottle did not fit. It's really best suited for those disposable plastic water bottles, but I hate using those, so I found a couple ways around it. I did get lucky going to Costco and I found some 20-liter water bottles that fit just fine. It's a little bit of a tight squeeze, but they didn't shake out anything like that. And I actually had 2 of them in there and it wasn't a problem. So if you look on the top, the grab handle is perfect. The only thing I wasn't really a big fan of is the 2 loops on the side. I wish we either would have had more loops or moved those loops somewhere else on the bag, either on the side or on the front panel or something like that, or the shoulder straps or something like that, to have better use of them for me. That's probably the only issue I have with the grab handle. It's pretty comfortable, and moving it around the airport, pulling it from under the seat, pulling it from under the overhead wasn't a problem at all. So the shoulder straps are another big plus in the bag with maybe a small minus. They were comfortable. They held up when that bag was packed down, comfortable. Like I said, I was worried about the weight, but with the way those shoulder straps are set up, that weight is not an issue at all. I could probably hold that bad boy for hours and not have to worry about it. The way they're cut is comfortable. The padding is just right. All this stuff is just comfortable. But like I said before, I wish there was a small D-ring or something like that on the shoulder strap. That would have been perfect for me. That's exactly how I use most of my bags, and that would have been great for this one. Not a deal breaker, and depending on how you use your bag, it might not be an issue for you. The chest strap, perfect, did the job. The fidlock buckle worked just great. For that size of the bag, you really did need it, and some of the time I didn't even fasten it, but it's there, it does its intended purpose, and it works great. And fidlock is fun. So now to the shoulder straps and what I did. I wanted to clip my AirPods to that shoulder strap just so I don't have to put them in my pocket. This bag, because in the admin panel, which we'll get to in a minute, has a slot that's big enough to hold my iPhone, I thought I'd go perfectly no pockets to where notifications would come up on my Apple Watch, and if I needed to take a call, I could just grab my AirPods and roll with that. So what I did is I added a little pouch. My AirPods fit perfectly in that little pouch, and I'm just gonna roll with it like that. The only thing I'm working on is the way it's fastened to the strap. That might need a little more work, a little trial and error, but I already attached it with what I had in the house. But the plan to have nothing in my pockets walking through the airport or any other time when I had the bag worked out pretty good. There are some things in here that I don't have right now, but I'll tell you about that when we get to it. So just on outside, I've got my water bottle. Like I mentioned before, it's tight, but it fits. It's pretty snug. On the other side, I've had another water bottle in here. I've had a coffee cup in here before. I've also had a gimbal in here before, and they all fit pretty good. Going around the top, I've just got a carabiner on this side, just a basic carabiner. On the other side, I've got a hero clip. I went small. I'm gonna get a bigger one for this one and move this one to another bag, but I do like the hero clip. It is pretty good. You've seen them all over the place, so definitely recommend getting you one if you don't have one already. All right, I saved the best part for last, the admin section. Like I said, this is probably one of the deciding factors that made me get this bag, and it did not disappoint. I'm a fan of it. It's perfect. It holds everything. It held, I think, 3 pens, and I'll show you what it looks like loaded out in a little bit, but it just held everything I need. The organization was smart. It was intuitive. At first, I was a little bit disappointed because I thought I was molding my packing style to the bag versus the other way around. But after about a day or two of using it, it was perfect. It held everything I needed. One thing that I didn't think I'd like at first is the zippers being 2 different sizes. Because of that, you know, without even looking, which one is the admin panel and which one is the main compartment. So I do really like that. That's an unexpected surprise that I don't think anybody talks about. So now we're just going in here. I've got a pouch in here for some of my back pain management stuff. Got a little basic first aid kit. Got a tie pin, a needle and thread kit. I think I got it free from somewhere. I've got a few of them somewhere, so I just throw them in there when I have them. My phone, I'm shooting with my phone, so that's just the case for the phone. I've got a couple pins, and I've got a cable for my iPhone to charge my iPhone right here. In here, I've got a battery, keep stuff charged. I need to put a USB-C cable in here. I've just got a lightning cable in here right now to charge up my kids' tablets. In here, this is where I keep all the wipes, towels, things like that. All that just goes in here. Do wipes again. All that just goes in there just so it's all in one area if a face needs to be wiped or something. And in here, which surprised me that it even fit, is I have my, and it's a snug fit once it's packed out, but when it's upright, it's not that big of a deal, is I have my Rocket Book in here, and it fits even with this little pin extender attachment on there. So we might do a review on that later, but it all fits in here, no problem. And because of that, I just go with my watch for notifications. I keep my phone in here. And then on the other side, now let's go to the straps, is I keep my AirPods here like I was telling you about before. I found this little bag and they just go right in here. They fit perfectly inside the Nomad case. So can't go wrong with that. If you gave me just the admin section and maybe like a small laptop sleeve, you can make that a very small, minimal carry backpack itself that will probably be just a, 10, 12 liters, something like that. And I'd be just happy with that and hold probably 75% of what I need it for. The backpack is great for commuting, it's for every day. It was designed for a college student, so it's a pricey bag, but if you got the money for it, if you want to gift that college student in your life with a nice bag that's gonna last them forever, I think it's a great bag for them. The material seems pretty durable, the construction is fantastic, so I think it's gonna last for years. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe it does have a lifetime warranty, so that's something else to give you a little peace of mind. Overall, I'm loving this backpack. The durability, the style, the organization, the comfort, just everything about it mixes together for a perfect package. My cons are small, and like I was saying before, if you don't use the bag like I do, they might not even be an issue for you. But after about a month or so of using the bag, it's not even really an issue. I was able to adapt, and I love the bag. I'm gonna keep it for years. So if you got any questions about the bag, let me know in the comments. I use it on a trip. I use it to hold my son's clothes and all that good stuff. So I had a variety of uses of it in a short amount of time. So I think I have a pretty good feel for the bag, and I love to tell you all about it. And if I can help you make the purchase on that bag, I'd love to. I don't have any affiliate links for this bag, so it doesn't do anything for me. I'm just gonna help you with the great bag, and I'm sure you'll be happy with it as I was. And if you're not quite sure on the Whitley backpack and wanna know what some alternatives are, check the Gear Hunter video and see what some of the competition looks like. There's some great bags on there. They weren't the choices I made, but they were still great choices on there, and they may fit your needs better if some of the cons don't work out for you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I'm out.